Welcome back to It's a Tool Thing. Today with possibly the shortest tool haul video and a little bit of tool talk on some other Milwaukee items. So this was the only item I picked up over this last weekend. I actually just put this red tape on here to try to keep track of it. Also wrote on the top here. So this is one of the CP 3.0. which I actually didn't know existed. I thought they were 1.5s and 2s as much as they went to. I'm not sure exactly when these came out, but I was unaware. So I went ahead and picked this thing up. I'm just curious if it's got any more power, being the smaller form factor. So I'm gonna test it out. It was $20, so I didn't think it was too bad a price. I really don't need it as far as the compact style batteries. I have a whole bunch of them. I've actually found a few of them at my dad's house that I've given him in the past. So I kind of added those back to my fleet of batteries, but I don't have any of the 3.0, so I went ahead and picked it up. I live in the Northwest, Washington State, and we've been having a bit of a heat wave. I think yesterday was the third day above 100, if I remember correctly. In fact, I guess we set an all-time record for Portland at 116. Is what the official PDX, which I live in just north of the border, so right next to Portland, Oregon, in Washington State. And I have these two. I have actually four of these, but I have these two out in the shop truck, identical units. One of them had already been used some. I'm not sure exactly what the battery level should have been. The other one actually had been used a little bit also. I was working on a project on Saturday and I grabbed one of them and just threw it back in the truck. But I went out on a field call yesterday afternoon in the hotter part of the day, and the first unit, which was the one that had been used unknown amount of time, didn't last very long and went dead. So my procedure is, as soon as one goes dead, I immediately plug it in the inverter in my shop truck and grab the replacement unit, which had probably been run maybe an hour or two, not a whole long time, so it should have had a couple of hours of runtime left on it. And plug this one in, switch to this one, and the second one didn't last another half an hour, I want to say, because the field job, I don't know, it was including drive time about 1:30 to 5. So good probably hour or better of that is drive time. Fairly quick, fairly straightforward. But that second one died on me, so I came back into the shop truck, into the back here where I'm filming, and went to grab the first one off the charger, and it was flashing red green. It was over temp trying to charge and hadn't charged due to the extreme heat. So at that point I had to had both those down. Was able to grab this and go ahead and get the job done. Not as convenient as far as being able to keep it on your head so you got two free hands, but I did the best I could. This is one of my good backups. I really do like this one. I don't use the hook that often, to be honest. I don't remember how to even use it. I tend just to kind of set it somewhere, and when I do use it, which isn't a whole bunch, or I'm doing inspection, so I'm just carrying it around. I was able to get the job done. When I was getting out of there about 4:30, my phone, which I'm actually recording on right now, it was in the cab of the truck, and it was so hot that it didn't shut off, but it wouldn't do anything. It just said it had a warning on it. It was over temp, which is, I've never ran into any of these scenarios, but around this area, 90 is in the hot part of summer is usually about as hot as we get. We may get a day or two of just over 100, but not commonly. It's usually 90 is about where we top out. So that 116 degree temperature really did cause some havoc with the field job. I managed to do okay. One of the other guys that was on scene there with me, he actually started getting symptoms of being overheated. He tried to cool down, and then he went back out, and then he ended up having to go inside for quite a while. And when I left, he was still inside in the cool area, air conditioning, drinking fluids, because I guess he'd gotten started getting real dizzy. So it was definitely hot out there, but the job had to be done. So that's a quick experience. I'm assuming people have that problem a lot, maybe in Arizona or something like that, where the temperatures can get into these upper teens, I think, quite frequently in the summer. But give me your experiences. Have you ran into that where you couldn't actually recharge your stuff just due to the overall temp, not necessarily the use of the tool? And have you noticed these things having a severe loss in battery life or battery available when they're hot, like due to temperature? Because that's what it seemed like to me. The first one, I don't know exactly where it is. How I do it is I keep one unit fully charged, and then the second unit, I'm using it until it runs out. The second unit, though, in this case, had been used for at least a little while, but not very long. So it should have had a couple hours, like I said, of runtime. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.